Hey everybody. Hi, welcome back. Today we're going to be working on making a recipe card. I have a free printable available for you guys. It's a card that you can use to follow along with the tutorial. This is just a super simple, easy project for you guys to do. You'll just need to print out the card, you'll need glue, you'll need scissors. Optional supplies would be the distress ink, another piece of scrapbook paper or paper to line the back of your card, and a recipe to put, that's my son, a recipe to use to put on the back of your card. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do is go ahead and cut out your recipe card. So now that your card is cut out, what you're going to do is take another piece of paper, scrapbook paper, or whatever you want to go on the back of your card, and cut it out. That way you can glue it onto the back. And I'm just going to use this blue here because I think that will go pretty well with this. And just gonna kind of cut it along the edges here. You do not have to get it perfect because I'm going to roughen up the edges. Now, what we're going to do is glue. And you're not going to need a lot of glue. I'm just using tacky glue. And the easiest way for me to apply glue these days, just to brush it on here. So I'm just going to apply the glue, a thin layer here. I'm just gonna make sure that I get the corners, the middle, that way we won't have any spots that are gonna wanna come up. So I think that is pretty good. May have to add more, not sure. Then I'm just going to line it up here. And you can leave more on the edges, that way you can line it up easier and just cut that so you don't have any side that is showing. If you can see here, I have a little bit of the white showing. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my scissors and fix that. What I can do is just trim. Just going to trim it just a little, because you don't want to have overhang. And at the end, I'm going to go and roughen up the edges by just scraping my scissors along the edge there. That way it gives it a little bit more of a worn look. Okay, so now that we have the back on the card, it cut out, now we need to look for our recipe. My son is very talkative today. Again, I'm going to be using the stroller cookbook. It's a newspaper cookbook that comes out every year in my area. I want to use the strawberry ice cream recipe, so I'm going to cut that one out. I'm going to see where I want to line it up, and what I'm going to do is tear the edges to give it more of a rustic look. If you want to, you can cut it into a shape, whatever you want to do, or just leave it as is. I do believe that I've got a little bit too close on that, but when I'm tearing, you just want to be careful not to get your recipe. If you look at that edge, and you can also layer different things up underneath this as well. Just whatever your style is. There's no set way to do things when you're junk journaling, just however you prefer to do things. And I'm not sure, I may put a doily. Yes, I think I am going to add a doily on the back of this as well. I had not intended on adding a doily. It's just a tea-dyed doily. And they're really easy to tea-dye. I can also do a tutorial on that as well. I'm not going to put the doily covering all the way on the back. I'm going to probably line it up right about there. Just take glue and glue that area that I'm going to attach the doily to. That was kind of a last minute thing that I wanted to add. I just saw that I had a doily over there, and I'm like, oh, that would look pretty to add. So now it's going to have a doily. So let me see, maybe add a little bit more glue right here. And this tacky glue is super strong. Really, really, really easy to work with as well. Okay, that's how I want that lined up. And you're gonna notice that there's going to be a lot left over. So you're just gonna tear the edges, and you can use the rest of the doily in another project later on. That way you can get multiple uses out of this one doily, because I can use that on different cards or whatever I want can find to use that. So the edges are not perfect. And what I'm going to do here is add the recipe on top of the doily, on top of the card. So we're just going to glue the recipe on top of the doily. And because this is newspaper, it's not going to take a lot of glue at all. So. Later, I'll go back and I will embellish and add more clip art, probably strawberries. I think I'm gonna have to add some more glue onto the edges so that it goes all the way down. All you have to do is just add that along the edges. I think we need some down here, so we're gonna add glue there as well. It's easier to add glue than it is to remove glue. And if you get too much glue, then you're gonna end up with your recipe being deformed and warped, and you don't want that. So there is that added on to the back of the card. I'm going to actually put a little glue where that edge of the doily is as well. And like I said before, I'll go back, and what you're going to do now is just trim the edges, any edges that you do not want showing. Just trim those down. And we need to trim down here at the bottom. And what I'm actually going to do is take the edge of my scissors and just roughen the edge of the card here. You don't need anything other than scissors. I mean, I find they work really well when I need to roughen up the edges. As you can see, this side compared to that side, it looks more finished. And also when you do that, you may notice that you need to add a little bit more glue, and you can do that while you're in the process of roughening up the edges. So we're going to roughen the edges all the way around. Then the next step is going to be inking or embellishing, adding any other embellishments that you would like. Today, I'm not going to be adding any other embellishments. I think that this is good for now. I just wanted to show you guys how easy this is to do. And this is just something cute that you can add to your journal. And you can do this with anything. You could do this with any theme. You can do this with a book page. You can put plants, butterflies, whatever you want to on your card. You can line the back of it with dictionary pages and mushrooms or fairies, whatever you want. It's very easy to customize. I'm going to use the Vintage Photo Distress ink, and there are other ways that you can ink edges as well. This is just easiest for me at the right now. I just use a dauber. You can use a sponge, you can use paintbrush, anything that you have around. But I have a free printable for you guys. And if you like and comment and subscribe, you just do that, and then you go and download the free link for this project. I wanted you guys to be able to have it to work on with me. So we're just adding ink to give it more of a distressed look. I'm going to probably do a lot on the edges. I like the rustic, shabby chic look, vintage look. Okay, so we're almost finished. So I think I'm gonna add a little bit more to the front, and I probably will go back and add a strawberry image on the front of this card. That way it's not so barren. But what I normally do, I insert this in a pocket inside of the journal, and it's very easy to take out of my journal when I want to make it, the recipe. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Let me put this here so you can see the finished product. I hope you guys enjoyed. Okay guys, I wanted to show you another one that I completed. It was a blueberry theme, and on this one all I did was I put the image on the front of the card instead of the back. I'm going to add a recipe to the back of this card later, but I wanted to show you what it looks like when I added a piece of clip art. This clip art is available in my Etsy shop with all of my other kits. I have a free printable for the card available for you guys to download with instructions, but this is the front of the red one that I completed. This is the back with the recipe. Here's blue one, blueberry theme, and later I'm going to add a recipe on the back of this one as well. Just wanted to give you guys a quick update on that to let you know how it looks. And thank you guys for following along with me. Okay guys, I guess I should explain how to get the printable. What I need you to do is like and comment and subscribe, and go to the link in the description and download the free printable. It'll have instructions for you guys. You can use it to follow along. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll have the link. It'll be a PDF printable, and I also have a link if you want to check out my other designs I have available on Etsy. And my upcoming video is going to be showing you guys how to make the notepads for your journals. Thank you guys. See you next time.